Hello and welcome back to another video on Dragon Block C. If you haven't seen my previous video on how to install Dragon Block C, the link is somewhere up in the right corner. Basically in this video I'm going to be talking about how to set up your character from appearances to skills and attributes and whatnot. This is basically your starter guide to Dragon Block C. It's not very clear when you start off. It took me a while to understand. Yes, there are other YouTube videos. Yes, there is guides. Yes, there's probably Discord. But here I just want to break it down in a graphical sense and verbally as much as I possibly can. So with that said, let's go ahead and jump into it. I'm assuming you have Minecraft open. Be sure to hit that single player button. When you do, let's go ahead and create a new world. Name it whatever you like, Dragon Block C, whatever. Make sure it's survival, and then go ahead and click create new world. So once the world loads up, you'll notice that there's a menu that appears. This basically gives you news, server updates, and whatever. You can go ahead and click the X button to close that out. So once you close that out, you want to get started by clicking the V button. That's the default button, and opening the menu once again. But here you'll be prompted to create your appearance and character. You have 5 races from Saiyans to Mechans, and I'll explain that in a second. So you'll be able to change the hairstyle, the facial features, eyes, nose, whatever. Along with that, you could change from a male to a female, from Saiyan to half Saiyan, to Namekians, to Acrosians, the Friesan race. I like to just call them Friesans, but the Friesans have, or Acrosians have, many forms that you're familiar with. The Frieza has many forms, so you can go ahead and select a different form, whatever form you prefer. I'm going to go ahead and pick a Saiyan. So when you select next, you can go ahead and click the power type. Now you want to change from natural to key. This is very important unless you want to be as weak as Steve. Natural is just going to be the Minecraft strength. Key is going to be Dragon Block strength or Dragon Ball Z strength. There's 3 types you can pick under key. There's martial artist, spiritualist, and warrior. Each has their own pros and cons. Martial artist is a very balanced. It's got balanced key, melee, and health. Spiritualist is going to be the key strong, so it's got high key, low melee, and health. And then you have warrior, who's going to have low key but very high melee and health, so that's going to be up close warrior. The attributes can be increased by using TP gained by experience. TP is training points, I assume. You receive TP by fighting mobs, finishing quests, and training. Simple stuff. Click next and then accept your character. So once you select your character and accept it, it's pretty much finalized. Now before going into depth of more menu options, I want to just describe the hit-up display on the lower right corner, pretty much your lower right corner. You have this bar with a number underneath it. That is your HP and stamina bar. The left side and the number below is your HP bar, and then your HP count. That 220 is your HP count. The right side is your stamina bar. When that runs out, your punches do 0 damage, so you want to make sure your stamina is always high. The bar on the top left side of your screen is your key bar. It basically shows your key stamina. You want to hold C to charge. That's the first thing you want to do. You want to just hold C, charge up to 50%, which is your key max limit. You can notice that there's a red line moving across your key stamina bar, which basically is a visual indicator of your key percentage. You're going to be maxed out to 50% when you first start off the game. Above the key stamina bar is your max key count. Now the charging icon shows up below the key stamina bar whenever you're charging, holding that C. It's important to understand that your key stamina drops as you're running, activating your turbo, flying, using a key blast, or the transformation. Now the key blast selection will be right above the health and stamina bar. By default, you can hold left control and scroll the mouse wheel to select between moves. So once you select a key blast move, you hold left control and the right mouse button at the same time to charge up the move. Next, we'll open up the action menu by pressing X on your keyboard. The action menu is where your learned skills will be found, for example, flying and transformations and things like that. Press V to open up the menu once again. So the skills tab in the menu shows you your unlocked skills, and from here you can go ahead and upgrade them and level them up. So the key techniques tab is where you create your key blast moves. The next tab over is training. There's 2 types of training. There is shadow dummy training and concentration. Concentration, on the other hand, is a little mini game. So basically you just select the white dots and try to make combos to get you more TP. There is a TP limit. Every time you level up, the TP limit increases. So once you've reached your TP limit, be sure to click claim TP. The higher level your character is, the more TP you can earn in this minigame. So the stats menu is where you level up your attributes. This is very, very important. So good practice is to set your STR, your dex, and your con to 1, 1, 2. For example, if your strength is 100, your dex should be 100, and your con should be 200. Again, double the strength and the dex. High con will increase your stamina and health. I've discussed this earlier. you want to have your con be high so you can keep punching and not running out of stamina. Not having enough stamina will make you lose a fight. Trust me, I've learned the hard way. Do not do it. So mind is a very, very important attribute. It's needed for transformations and skills. Transformations and skills costs TP and mind. So you want to make sure you keep increasing your mind so you have a collection of mind to spend on these skills. SPI increases your key stamina. The difficulty button obviously changes the difficulty level. So if you want to start the story mission, you want to go to the Saga Systems tab and click Next. As you expect, obviously you start off in the same Saga, and the first mission is to kill 6 Cybermen. Do not click Start unless you are ready. If you do, Cybermen will appear immediately and most likely will kill you. Now on the left side of the menu is the Help button. You want to make sure you read through that. Go ahead and give that a click. Let's go ahead and click Guides. Here you'll get more info how to play the game. One of the important things that you'll find here is where to find Koren's Tower. This is probably the first thing most people want to do is go to Koren's Tower. You can find where to find him at Buildings and Masters. Okay, so when you click Buildings and Masters, at the very bottom you'll see coordinates to Koren's Tower, which is X80 and Z45. So once you go to Koren's Tower, you'll be greeted with obviously Koren. And Koren has a few things you can get from him. One would be the Flying Nimbus, and second would be the Sensu Bean. And the third thing you can get from him is learning skills, which cost a certain amount of TP and mind. Let's go back to the main part of the Helps tab and then select Recipe. Under the Recipe menu, you'll see that there's 2 selections once again, JRM Core and then Dragon Block C. So if you click the Dragon Block C recipe menu, you'll see that there's an array of things that you can build from items, armors, weapons, tools, and whatnot. Very important things you'll need throughout the game. Okay, so you can go ahead and close the menus, and the first thing you want to do is turn on your coordinates and head straight to Koren's Tower. Climb all the way up to his tower, talk to him, get your Sensu Bean and Flying Nimbus, and then go ahead and start training. So if you're to die by something, I don't know why you would, but obviously you go to the Otherworld. Where else would you go? And when you die, you are greeted by King Yema himself. King Yema gives you 2 options, Reincarnate and Revive. Reincarnate is something you do not want to do. It basically resets your attributes and stuff like that, and I think you can reselect your character appearance. I'm not really sure. I've never done it. I would not do it if you click it. I think it gives you a warning. You want to wait patiently by waiting, I think, 4 minutes to revive yourself. Now, and if you get bored in the Otherworld and you feel like adventuring, there is Snake Way that you could travel to the end of it and get to King Kai's planet, and you could train under King Kai, learn Kaioken and stuff like that. Feel free to do that, but I would not recommend doing that. Starting off, I don't even think you could jump over the Snake's Head to get onto Snake Way at the beginning anyway, because I think you need to fly over it. Now, if you feel adventurous and feel like jumping off the Otherworld platform, feel free to do so, and you will find yourself in hell. Basically, you'll be stuck down there. You might have to kill yourself to get out of it, to get back to the Otherworld main platform, but yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Now, if you want to see more Minecraft modifications and guides, texture pack videos, shader videos, and other similar videos to the ones I've made, be sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bells so you don't miss another video. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks again for watching. See you next time.